Hello, scrappers! Tonight, I'm going to be scrapping this. It is a Regal La Machine food processor. It's got a switch here, press on the pulse, or you can push and turn to keep it on. You can grind up your carrots and your cheese and all kinds of other stuff. Liter, half liter. Let's get a pre-scrap weight on this. Got some weight to it. A little over 6 pounds. That's plastic. Since this is used for food, I'm guessing this is going to be stainless. Oh, it's magnetic stainless. I'm going to throw this in with my tin. I haven't started the bucket for non-magnetic stainless yet. It's not worth much more than 10. And it's not such a common metal. If I come across a lot of it, I save it or I scrap it. But little pieces like this, I'll just throw in my tin bucket. And that lid slid in here, so there's got to be some kind of brass in there for a safety mechanism. This thing is just loaded with plastic. Anything else come apart? No. Oh, I got some screws in here. Never scrapped one of these before. That was easy. Ooh, look at the size of that motor. Some pretty coarse threads on these screws. Oh yeah, look at them. Some screws. What is holding this in now? Oh, yeah. Except for that. Look at the gear ratio. I bet that's super powerful. A little tiny gear to a big gear. There's your switch right there. Oh, we got a little clip. Get this little clip off. I bet that goes all the way through. It appears so. So if I break some of this off, I can call it 10. You know what I'm saying? But as it is right now, there we go. I gotta clean it up a little bit, get some of the plastic out of it. All scrapyards have a percentage of, you know, how much other crap you can mix in with your tin. What they want is they want to be able to pick it up with their big giant magnet. Oh, more screws. Fine threads on these ones. Oh, that looks like brass. That grease is like peanut butter. Being a food processor almost made me wonder if it was peanut butter. I'll tap that out. Get in there and catch it at an angle. Just like that, a little piece of little piece of brass for the brass bucket. Some more tin. Now, I do recommend wearing gloves. A ton of sharp pieces of metal in here. Get my brass out. And before I go any further, I want to nip into this to make sure it's copper. Oh yeah, that's copper. So otherwise, I'd throw this in a copper bearing bucket just the way it is if that was aluminum. A little clip. Get these two screws out. Let's see if this will drive out. Sometimes the center shaft drives right out. That's quite a bit of copper in there, it looks like. It's not looking like it. Who's my magnet? Nope, not so easy this time. The commuter here usually will just pop off. Maybe I can get to pop here. There we go. Commuter is almost all copper. So I'll be throwing that in my number 2 copper bucket. So these copper plates. There's some number 2 copper. I want this copper. Kind of a pain in the butt to get it, but you have to cut through with a hacksaw and then pry it all out the other side. So I'll cut the copper out of this first. I'm going to make up my mind whether I want to spend the time and cut that copper out of there. These you can usually cut one side and then everything else usually just yanks out from the other side. Here we go. Keep forgetting I got a vise now. It's like I've done it the dumb way for so long. There we go. You don't need sharp cutters if you got strong hands. My number 2 copper on the scale. I don't think I cut all that. This I'm pretty much sure I cut all of that. A little bit left. You never know, times are tough now. We need this little bit of extra copper. So it all adds up, all these little pieces. Get some more brass, these little end connectors here. I bet there's brass inside of that. A lot of times you can just grab it and pull it right out of the unit. Yeah, like that. Some number 2 insulated. It's not solid, it's stranded. If it was a solid cord. And I have no idea what music is playing. So I can go back to the rock. There we go. Royalty-free music. YouTube has tons of it. And I've learned my lesson. I've ripped my hand open so many times pulling these out. Oh, these are hard to get out. There we go. Brass and a little bit of number 2 copper. Haven't made my mind up. Can be very time consuming getting that copper out of that commuter there. See, a lot of times you can just pull this stuff out of the switches. Leaving the switch pretty much empty. So I bet this is empty now. Does this open up easily? Of course it does. Yeah, see, I pulled all the copper out of that. Nothing but a little spring. Some more screws. We got brush housing. Brush housing or brass. It looks like these springs are copper. Can't be. Magnet sticks to them. They're copper clad so they get better contact. Yeah, magnet sticks to them. Throw them in a tin bucket. Some more brass. Alright, I'm going to give this a few minutes. Wonder if I should hacksaw into it. There's not a ton of copper here. Alright, let's give it a few minutes. I'll get some of it at least. Right, times are tough right now, you never know. I'm not used to having power tools. I've almost always used hand tools for everything. It's like when I started scrapping, I didn't have any power tools. All I had was this drill. The only power tool I had. Now maybe I can at least get some of this. How come stuff gets hot when you run a grinder on it? Always wondered that. Ouch. And now most of this should just pull out the top, if I'm correct. Doesn't look like they got too much varnishing on here. It does look like it's got a lot of epoxy and varnishing and I don't know how much time I'm going to spend on this. Yeah, it's all glued right in there. Yeah, I'm going to throw the rest of this in my electric motor bucket. We'll call her quits. Oh, another piece of brass. It's like, is it worth your time? Sometimes it is. Look, we got 3 3/4 pounds. We got 2.5 pounds of tin for the tin bucket. Two and a half ounces of number 2 insulated. $11 ounces. About 3/4 of a pound of electric motor. ½ ounce of brass. Adds up quick. People think I'm crazy. And now for the copper. If I can gather this up without losing any. Get it to the bucket without dumping it all over the place. Whoa, a little over 1/4 pound. 5.5 ounces. So look at that. Wasn't too bad. Didn't take too long. A few minutes worth of work, make a few bucks. So just remember, guys, scrap is everywhere. All you gotta do is find it, sort it, and hoard it. So thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.